Hey guys, welcome back to the channel. I know it's been a while, but I've been hunting for something. I've been hunting for a DC Multiverse figure. I've actually been on the hunt for quite a few DC Multiverse figures from Mcfarlane Toys. And I do have a weird love-hate relationship with McFarlane's Multiverse just because a lot of their choices I am not necessarily a fan of, whether it's design-wise, character selection, what have you. There's always something that just kind of bugs me about that line, but once those, when they do a good job, they do a really good fucking job. And the Kyle Rayner one is one that I knew I had to have in my collection just because I love that character. It looks great, for whatever reason, it's just I wanted something to hunt because it's not often that I want to actually go out there, venture out into the world, and find something. But so here are clips from that hunt. Hopefully you guys enjoy. I'll talk you guys through whatever I find or if anything interesting happened. It's not much, but here it is. Enjoy the hunt for the Green Lantern Kyle Rayner Multiverse action figure from Mcfarlane. There we go. The first stop I went to was actually a Walmart, and I wasn't necessarily hunting for them, but they were very cool to see, and it was the Mcfarlane DC Superpowers line. It's one of those retro releases of the old Superpowers figures, but of course they've kind of updated them. They're using retro packaging, and they're not exact re-releases. They're doing the same style, more or less, same vintage packaging, but they're not. They seemed bigger than the actual like Superpowers line. Like they had Batman, Superman, Darkseid, and some vehicles, and I have the Green Lantern here, and they just look bigger and puffier than the old release. So I was gonna get them, saw them in person, and decided not to. Maybe if they hit clearance or I find them for a good deal, but I just wasn't in any rush to get those. They looked very cool though. I don't know. The other thing that I was kind of looking for aside from the Kyle Rayner figure was the Hush 2-pack. I've seen people post on Instagram how they were being clearanced out, so they're, for the two figures you'd get them for $20-something, and I found it. I know that Batman had that weird paint issue on his arm, the gauntlet thing, and that Hush actually doesn't look the best because he's very covered up. He doesn't have any of the inside detail of his costume revealed, which I really love that costume because, especially for, spoiler alert, for the fake out that they have of who, when he unmasked the stitches and bandages, it really incorporates some of that Robin design into his Hush costume, which looked really cool, and I really just love that design because that was one of like the big moments in that whole series, and one of those moments that really kind of solidified and hooked me as a comic book reader when I was growing up. And I already had the Mafex version of both of these characters. I have the black and blue version of Batman. I have two versions of Hush. I have the Hush displayed as Hush, and then I have Jason Todd displayed as Hush with the unmasked head, and I also have the old DC Direct Hush. But I mean, for the price, I thought, what the hell? So I found those and I got them, and here they are. So I mean, this Batman head sculpt looks pretty great. I think it's one of McFarlane's better sculpts. The overall like proportions of this guy is pretty good. It's just right here what I mentioned earlier, that weird paint issue, painted all the way, like they painted the joint way too high, so it bleeds into his bicep, which looks weird, which makes him look like he's wearing a huge glove, which is inaccurate to Batman. But overall, decent Batman, especially if he was like $10. And the other thing that came with that was Hush, of course. And like I said, this one has the yelling head and the closed up trench coat. There's another release, a single release of Hush, but he has the purple Doctor Surgical gloves, which looked okay. And with me having this, I'm probably not gonna get that other version. So I'm good there. But yeah, Next up, I found the Page Puncher's Green Arrow, and this is from Injustice 2, and I really wanted this. I decided to pass on it because I'm sure it'll be around, so I'll probably wait and kind of circle back onto that. Oh, the other cool thing I found was the Black Adam movie figures. I'm probably gonna get these. Probably wait on them to go on clearance or something. Go on sale, because the Dr. Fate, I have the Dr. Fate Mezco figure, and I love that figure, but I really like the design of the movie figure. I love the intricacies of his look. So I'll probably circle back and get that. Cyclone, I'll see how cool she is in the movie, and if I love her, I'll probably get the figure. Atom Smasher, I love Atom Smasher from the comics, and he looks great in the movie. There's two versions of him, where it's the regular 7-inch scale figure, and then the Mega Fig, where he's like giant size. I'm uncertain as to which version I'm gonna get. It's probably gonna be the Mega Fig version, so I passed on these for now. I also saw Hawkman. He looks cool, but again, no rush for these right now. What else? Oh, and finally, I eventually did find the figures that I was on the hunt for. There have been gold label Mcfarlane displays popping up, and the first one I saw was completely empty, except for the Martian Manhunter, which I already have. But I went to another Target, and I did find a whole rack of them. I found the display. I found the Kyle Rayner figure that I was looking for, and they also had the Black Adam movie figure that came with the throne, which was pretty cool. It's only $20, and it comes with a throne, which is great. Unfortunately, this is one of the things that really bugs me about Mcfarlane. So we had the cloaked version, which I have, and it looks great. No interchangeable hands. The hood doesn't come off, and here he has kind of more relaxed palm, like more relaxed hands, which is okay. No fists for a character who likes punching people. They released a standard version that comes with fists. Alright, and then they have no cloak, which, alright, I'm fine with. So I bought these two, and I thought I was good with Black Adam movie figures. Like, I have Dwayne with the cloak, where, like, how really cool look, and then I have the fighting version of Black Adam, where he's gonna beat the shit out of people. And I thought I was done. I didn't have to buy any more Black Adam figures. Of Black Adam, I'll get the supporting cast. But McFarlane does what McFarlane does, and then he released this version, which has one fist, one relaxed hand, no cloak, and then the throne. And at this point, I bought it, but I don't know if I'm going to keep it, because I love the throne. It's a great homage, just that very famous Black Adam cover from 52, where he's sitting on the throne, and it looks awesome. And like, I've made I have other throne dioramas, but I don't know, like $20, and then the way McFarlane went about this, like, if you would have, if it drives me crazy, because he could have just, like, if he released a deluxe version, like say $50, you know, and it has alternate hands, interchangeable heads, the throne, I would have been good. Instead, I had to buy 3 figures. The head sculpts underneath, from this one to this one, they're pretty much the same. I think they're the same for the Black Adam with the throne. They are. So it's the same. Like, it drives me crazy that he does this. But I keep buying it, and I feel stupid. But, like, he does these weird re-releases, and it drives me crazy. It feels like he's taking, I don't know. So, I ended up buying that, but I also found Ocean Master there, which is a figure I didn't realize was in stores. I was gonna pre-order it or order it in the app, but I found it there. So this is gonna go in my villains display. I don't have the Aquaman from this line because this is during the time where Mcfarlane was having everyone do the weird side eye, so I skipped on that. But I have a Ocean Master to go in my villains display. And then finally, the dude I was hunting for and very happy that I was able to find, it is Kyle Rayner in his first appearance costume. And then I think this is when he went back to his first appearance costume, not necessarily his first appearance, because they call it changing the guard Green Lantern, which I don't know what that means. I think that's comic arc, but don't remember off the top of my head. But it looks really cool, and he has a construct of samurai armor and a sword. So I could have him, like the setup I have, I'm envisioning for him, because right now one of my main rules for collecting is I don't buy figures unless I know exactly where they're going to go in my display, you know. Which that sounds stupid because I did just buy like several Black Adams the last few months. But for Kyle, the place that I have him, I mentally put it, like having him set up or displayed, it's going to be him with the samurai armor going up against that Sinestro Corps Predator, which I think that'd be a very cool kind of sword battling, spear, hand-to-hand combat little display, maybe somewhere on my desk. But yeah, that is the haul. That is what I got for this hunt. It was a successful hunt. It just took a lot longer than I thought. So yeah, there you go, guys. That is this video. I have other stuff, other hunts that I went on that I didn't really get to talk about today. But that's for a future video. But yeah, guys, until the next one, see you guys later. Catch you guys in the toy aisle. Later.
Thank you.